Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of SMS Real Talk Mentality, the brand new, freshly updated Real Talk. So, as you can see, I have officially made the decision to delete all of my previous SMS Real Talk videos. And the reason why I decided to take this direction, update it, refresh it, give it a new coat of paint, is because I was just done with all that yelling, all that aggressiveness, all that screaming, all the abusiveness that came from it. It just was all mean and nasty. I didn't like it. And don't get me wrong, you're still getting very much the real version of me. But when Real Talk first started, I didn't quite know what direction I wanted to take it in. And I thought, what would be different for a YouTube channel, and I drummed up this gimmick or this personality of Angry Man. Welcome back to another episode of SMS Real Talk with Angry Man, and it would just be me sitting there purposely getting myself worked up into cold sweats. Like when I was doing these videos, it wasn't good for me mentally, it wasn't good for my physical health, because I was purposely trying to yell and scream at the top of my voice. And by the time I was done, my vision was black. I had the worst mind-splitting, earth-shaking migraine imaginable. It doesn't matter how much Panadol, paracetamol, Neuromol, you name it. It doesn't matter how much I took that and how many bottles of water I drank. It just didn't seem to... For the rest of the day, I was down and out for the count. I was, as I said, got into cold sweats. My vision went black. I've just felt like terrible. And I thought, for what worth? To dish out another one of these cliche bullshit real talk videos of me just yelling, screaming, and getting so abusive about things. You're not ever going to get your point across with abuse. You're not ever going to get your point across by saying all this really nasty, dark, evil shit. And I didn't like it how, I had all these subscribers and everyone on my SMS Productions YouTube channel, and then they would jump across to Real Talk. And it would be, we thought this guy was a great person, but now, after seeing one of these Real Talk videos, he's a completely utter different person than what we thought he was. Like SMS Productions YouTube channel was PG. This was like Real Talk was, we don't like this. Some people loved it. Some people, you could fall asleep to me yelling and screaming and be abusive about shit, saying the worst things imaginable. But I didn't want to be that person anymore. I didn't want to make content that I couldn't even watch back because of how much of a fucking dickhead I was being, how much of just a plain fuckwit I was being about it. Yelling, screaming, and abusing the shit out of everyone to get your point across is not good content, And I wanted Real Talk. The whole reason why I came across to the name SMS Real Talk in the first place was because I wanted to talk real. But I wanted it to be real in this mental way, in this mind state way of being in a clear-cut state of mind where I could feel like I had a good space to, if I wanted to talk about anything, certain products releasing, the newest iPhone, maybe Optus versus Telstra, or you name it, just things in general. Anything going on with the world, it's just, I wanted to talk real about it. And whether it was touchy subjects, like lockdowns and COVID and all the rest of it, I definitely didn't plan to be all abusive about it, but it's the way that it went, and I wasn't happy. And recently, in the past 2 months or so, we're in November 2024 as of me recording this video, by the way, and 2 months ago I was sitting there and I watched 3 of my Real Talk videos. I watched 2 TAC ones and the Kangaroo Truth one that I did. And then I maybe even watched 4 of them because I watched the lockdown. I think it was lockdown 6 or something. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this relevant to now? Like, it may have been relevant at the time, and there may have been a shit ton of people that may have agreed with my underhand tactics of abuse and yelling and screaming about everything like a fucking lunatic. But at the end of the day, what does it really account for now? And not only that, those videos have been up for the longest time. There was even some unreleased videos like the Victoria Police Part 3, Part 4, Ned Kelly 2 video. Some that had been recorded, edited, and uploaded, but stuck purposely on private. Because I did that, right? I put some of my videos on private so then I could wait a month and then put it on public and then, you know, make it look like I've released 4 new Real Talk videos that have been sitting there for like 3 months ready to go. You know, and I did that because I thought, oh, fresh new content. You don't just want to release one video, you want to release 4 or 5, and I thought that was the way to go, and it just wasn't. For those who enjoyed the old SMS Real Talk videos, look, be that for what it may, it has been up there for the longest time. Everyone had the longest time to go and view that. What I call shitty content, because it was not good content at all. Some people may have enjoyed it. It may have been their cup of tea. Okay, fine. But again, be that for what it may and for what it's worth. That's not the way I make YouTube videos anymore. They've been up there for the longest time. People have had years to go back and watch these videos, and now that they're gone, I'm more than happy, like, that they're gone. No, I didn't like the whole fact that I recorded, edited, and uploaded, and took that time to do a whole bunch of videos that just eventually ended up getting, you know, shit canned and deleted. But at the end of the day, I can now make content I'm more than proud to go back and rewatch. Content that I'm more than proud to make, where I'm a lot more calmer. What Real Talk is supposed to be. The reason why I chose the new name of Real Talk Mentality is because I wanted to be in a more clear, open-minded, open-ended discussion of mentality, meaning being in a better mind state. So not only is this Real Talk, not only is it the same format of me talking over the top of videos and giving my honest opinions on things, it's still very much the same format. It's just not being done in the same way. There's no more aggression. There's no more abuse. Yeah, there might be me getting a bit hot-headed about some subjects, but I'm not purposely trying to push out this angry man persona, this angry man gimmick character. You know, I'm not doing it. Anything that you get from here on out on this new fresh coat of paint of SMS Real Talk Mentality is 100% real. Is 100% exactly for what the title is. It's 100% me talking real from a mentality, real talking mind state, if that's not a mind fuck. But you get what I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. You know, I wanted to make more calmer content. I wanted to make a lot more better content that wasn't all abusive, dark and evil. For all means, if people miss that shit, jump on YouTube and do it yourself. But I don't think it was worth me getting myself all worked up, having the worst migraines, my vision going, feeling like absolute dog shit, just to make the same bullshit content that didn't go nowhere, didn't get me any traction, didn't mean anything. All it meant was that people were just hearing this really, really abusive fucking crackhead go off about some shit that wouldn't even be relevant from a month of me even uploading it. So, you know, for those who missed that, look, I appreciate the support. I honestly do. And for the people who are subscribed to this channel, I don't want this to be where you feel fucked over, you feel cheated or whatever. That's not what it is at all. It's just, I want to make more calmer content. I want to be able to sit down, you know, with a bottle of water and a Pepsi Max and just chill and just talk about things at a lot more relaxed and calmer state, and be able to talk about normal things like normal people and not be a complete fucking, you know, not be a complete freaking hot-headed shock collar with this shit and go off my head like I'm a dog, feral dog with a fucking shock collar around my neck, getting pissed off every time I go to nip a bite at a video. It has to be aggressive and I get shocked if I do it wrong. Like, there were several times where I fucking sat there in the car recording this bullshit and I would be at it for 30 minutes yelling and screaming, and I would fuck up the video once. Like, maybe I would just start talking about some shit that I just really didn't want to get into. I would say things wrong. Maybe I would be a goldfish, get sidetracked and completely miss the mark on the point that, and the goal I was supposed to, the point that I was supposed to stay on. And I'll go 30 minutes deep into one of these videos, completely fuck it, have to delete the video and then go again. Which would, in turn, as you can imagine, make me feel even more like shit by the time I was done. And I even, with one of the videos where it was titled in the title, The Worst I've Ever Gone Off. And that was real bad because I purposely just sat there for an hour straight just going, rah, 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 and I barely took any fucking breaths. And by the end of that video, I remember I took Panadol, I drank 2 bottles of water, and I had to have a wet face washer from the freezer on my head, lay down in a dark room, and even then, it still didn't do shit to cure the fucking migraine I had. That even went on to the next day. And I'm thinking to myself, even then, is this shit really worth it? For the content that you're dishing out, is it really fucking worth it? No, it is absolutely not. For anybody who's into that aggressive, dark, evil bullshit, I'm glad you enjoyed it for what it was worth. I really do. But at the end of the day, that's not the direction this Real Talk's going in. This Real Talk is a complete different breath of fresh air to me. So I appreciate the support, I really do. And I hope that people are able to follow me over into this new transition of SMS Real Talk mentality, where things are a lot more calmer and open-ended discussions, meaning, it's a lot more like my opinions, but not being forced, not being aggressively forced down people's throats, saying, hey, if you buy this product or if you do this thing, it's your choice. I might not be a fan of it, but it's your choice if you want to do it, if you've got the money for it or whatever it may be. It is 100% your choice. But I'm just giving my hot takes and my opinions of things, And it could be things like, as I said, Optus versus Telstra, maybe some movies or TV shows or some the game stuff will be on SMS Games, so that'll be part of the SMS Games YouTube channel and part of that SMS Games Talk. So anything game related will be on the SMS Games YouTube channel. But in terms of things like products, like the newest iPhones dropping, the newest like AirPods or the new fancy things like that, nothing game related, but just everything real world. Like you may even get some of the old Real Talk, not in the terms of abuse or aggressiveness or me going off my head, but in terms of I may talk about things, real world things that are going on at the moment, like the cost of living crisis that's going on in Victoria, Australia, and but be a lot more level headed about it. I may even mention some things about TAC, but again, or even the police. But again, my point is I don't need to be all aggressive about pushing my point. All I need to do is just talk very calmly about it. As I've heard a certain someone say to me plenty of times before in my life, cool, calm, and collected. Literally translates to exactly what it means. You can be cool, calm, and collected, and you can talk about things like a normal person and not like some psycho cunt crackhead that needs to be put in a fucking straitjacket and chucked away in a psych ward for the rest of your life. Because that's what the old Real Talk was. That was very much dark, evil, aggressiveness, chuck me away, don't ever fucking find the key. Just leave me in the psych ward because I'm a rabid fucking dog that's got rabies going off my goddamn chops about a bunch of shit that doesn't even matter. At least if I talk about things now that don't matter, I'm being a lot more calmer about it. I'm a lot more level-headed. I'm a lot more, as I said, open-ended discussion to be just my opinion, but everyone has their own takes on life, on what happens, how it goes, how the world turns. And I may not agree with 100% of things. And some things might really, really fucking arc me up the wall. And again, it's not like I'm going back to the old Real Talk format of how I did things. There might be some things that I'm very, very genuinely happy and in a good mood to talk about. And there might be some things that really arc me and piss me up the wall. But again, I don't want to take it to that huge old Real Talk. Some videos may be scratching the surface of the Real Talk videos, but they're not quite getting there. And it's not for the sole purpose of me going off my fucking head like some junkie, but for the sole purpose of these things just really irk me. But at the end of the day, it's everyone's decisions. And that's the thing. I believe in life, you give the respect that you want back. The respect, the trust, the loyalty, all that good mushy shit. You give that and you get it in return. And if sometimes in life you don't always get it in return. And when you don't, I've got an issue with you being an asshole about it. But at the end of the day, this is YouTube. There is community guidelines. There is rules, even though they're very hard to follow. And I don't like being copyright struck by having misinformation or some shit like that, you know? Look, whether I know I'm telling the truth about something and YouTube thinks differently, it's down to their community guidelines, and I don't want to sacrifice an entire YouTube channel because I want to be a loony bin. There's that too. There's YouTube's community guidelines and their rules, even though it's very hard to follow because they're all over the fucking place with it. There's still very much, I don't create content for no reason. Just like I didn't create this YouTube channel for no reason. All the YouTube videos that got deleted, were they made for no reason? No, they had a purpose, and they served their purpose. People have watched them, and for the people who didn't watch them, trust me, you didn't want to fucking watch that garbage anyway. But again, it's just my opinion. Some people may say that shit was a gold masterpiece and you deleted a whole YouTube channel of golden videos, of videos that we can never get back. And to me, I just say, well, they're up there for a while. They're up there for a number of years for those people who liked it to enjoy it. So, and for the people who missed out, trust me, you didn't miss out on much. You didn't miss out on anything. There wasn't really anything to miss. You know, I'm more than happy I've deleted. I've completely just wiped them off. And whether some people have downloaded them or, you know, say once something's up on social media, it's never truly deleted. You know, but if some people have copies or someone's downloaded some of my old Real Talk videos and stuff and want to start up a copycat YouTube channel because they're a bit pissy sour that I've gone in this direction, like hypothetically, story time speaking, it's like, hypothetically, if somebody did do that, would I be mad? Well, it's not my fucking YouTube channel anymore. So what am I to be worried about? Yeah, it's my voice. And it's my content that I created. And I really wish people wouldn't do that. In a hypothetical scenario, if that was to happen. You know, but I wouldn't get all irky about it because I would say, well, that was just what it was. It's not what it is now. That's just a copycat bullshit, you know. You can be angry that people have pulled your shit just to re-upload it to piss you off. But at the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do. You know, sometimes you can't stop that shit. I'm not saying, I'm just saying in a hypothetical scenario. But anyway, I'm more than happy though to have now the new fresh coat of paint, SMS Real Talk Mentality. And even everything that I've done with SMS Productions, cleaning that up, John the Toolman and Chest, SMS Games, you know, just everything to be what I like to say, neatly packed and neatly ordered, you know, and to have things be their own dedicated YouTube channel to what they're supposed to be. All my talkie videos to be on this YouTube channel, to be all my music, vlogs, celebration things, Rosie, SMS Showcase, even SMS Mealtime to all be part of SMS Productions' YouTube channel. All the SMS games, you know, talking about games, talking about newer consoles and things. Gameplay videos is all part of SMS Games' YouTube channel and everything to do with John. To be on the John Toolman and Chess YouTube channel, just for it to be neatly packed and neatly organised. So, and to have everything in order just makes my brain feel like I've neatly done things. In their own playlists, their own dedicated order. To me, it just soothes my fucking OCD so goddamn well. You know? So, and on SMS Games, with the SMS Games talk, you are getting what I like to go so close to the microphone and saying, you're getting Bogan Nerd. Anyway, Bogan Nerd for anybody who didn't hear that correctly, because I'm so close to the fucking microphone. And that's also a new thing that I got too. I got this fancy new mic that I was able to connect to USB-C to my phone, so nothing too fancy. But, you know, certainly something that works. You're still getting very much the echoes and shit, but I feel like you're getting a little bit more of the crystal clear clarity. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the iPhone 15 Pro Max's mic, but, you know, I'd rather do things on a lot more of a technical basis. So, you know, you can definitely tell when I start wiggling this fucking thing around the microphone that I've definitely got one. Like when I start talking really close to it, being a bit of a silly fuck. But What's the Aussie expression for being a bit of a duffer, right? You're being a bit of a duffer. I haven't heard that one for ages. You know, maybe the old codgers might turn around and say you're being a bit of a silly duffer. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? SMS Real Talk mentality. To talk real, such as myself, no gimmicks, no bullshit, no in-between crap. Just literally me, for what my opinion is worth on each one of these subjects, each one of these things that I decide to do a Real Talk mentality video on. And that's why I say thank you for letting my mentality talk real, because you're letting my brain talk at the most realist point that I've ever spoken about with shit. So when I'm giving an opinion on something, you know it's 100% me and not some made up gimmick. Not some made up, I'm angry man bullshit. Here we go, I'm about to go off my fucking head like the old codgers would say, you're being a silly duffer. You know, what the fuck is even a duffer? Is it just like a way of, or an old person way of saying, you're being a silly fuckhead, Sean? Stop being a fuckwit, you duffer. Anyway. Having a bit of a, that's what I'm saying. Like this is chill. This is laid back. You know, you can make some jokes, have a bit of a laugh. You know, or as us Aussies would say, sit back, relax, have a bit of a yarn. You know, yeah. So, you know, you're getting some different videos now. A lot more chill, laid back and relaxed, and a lot more better. And you might occasionally you might get me going, fuck this, and I fucking hate this cunt, and fucking bullshit this, and all the rest of it. And it's not to go back to that angry man bullshit. No, what this is just talking real. You know, if I get a bit angry, frustrated about something, by no means is it done on purpose or for me to come across as a prick or anything like that. It's just, again, mentality. Yes, I'm tapping the side of my head. Mentality talking real. It's literally is what it's for. Like if you look up the word mentality, you get exactly the reason why I decided to use that as a tagline name on this fucking YouTube channel for. Because it makes so much sense to the direction that I'm taking it in. You know, is when I thought to myself, I'm starting to get into the real talk mentality, I didn't want that to mean always a dark, evil thing. I wanted it to mean I'm just about to tell the God honest fucking truth to how I feel of my opinion about things and not be some dark, evil, twisted piece of shit about it. You know, I want people to jump on this YouTube channel and say, this bloke ain't too fucking bad. You know, he's not some piece of shit like he used to be, all going off his fucking head, abusing the hell out of everyone. No, I want this to be fun. I want this to be like, this is my opinion, and you don't have to agree with it, but like, it's just me giving my hot takes on shit. I feel like I'm going around fucking circles now, but you get the point. Though you 100% get the point on it. I just wanted to make this shit crystal clear, that's all. That's all I was doing. Is definitely wanted to double down on the reasons why my YouTube channels have changed, why I've refreshed things, given SMS Real Talk a new fresh coat of paint and put the word mentality on the end of it, and, you know, and like the logo. God, the logo of this YouTube channel was a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm like, what do I want to fucking do with it? Because the old logo was like the SMS Productions logo, with the S looped around the M, like the inner arches of the M, and it said Real Talk just over the top of it on each side. And I thought to myself, like, I just randomly came up with that one day, and looking back on it, I'm like, that actually to me worked out from a design standpoint. After looking at it half a dozen times, completely made sense. Like, it was nothing too fancy, it was nothing too over the top. And then I thought to myself, well, I could kind of do the same thing, but I could put the words Real Talk, you know, put real as I have above the M, and then the word talk below it. And I wanted this sort of black, purple, and gold theme, which I don't know whether I nailed that or not. To some people, it may look like I had a dog shit. To me, I reckon it doesn't look too bad. And then using the M from the SMS Productions logo as the M for the word mentality, and drag it out to the side. Right, so then you're doubling down. You're putting the words Real Talk above and below, and you're also doing this purple, gold, and black theme. But you're also doing the using the M as the M for the mentality. So, you know, I don't know whether you put everything in caps or whether it seems quite aggressive putting everything in caps. Or SMS is always going to be capital letters, but then always just having like the uppercase on the first letter of the word. It's an OCD thing. I know that's not the correct way of spelling, but it's just an OCD thing that I do. Of every first letter of every word has to be a capital. I know it is not like correct of doing that, the correct way of spelling and shit, critically or whatever, artistically, whatever the fuck it's called, you get what I mean. You know, but just doing it like that, I felt like I put a little bit too much on it because I put the neighborhood watch, a bit of that on the other side of the SMS Productions logo. I thought I was overdoing it a bit. You know, I'm just gonna leave that left hand side of the logo free, have the word mentality, the M being the SMS Productions M, and then having the real talk. You get what I mean? So I reckon, you know, on a plain black background, and having that, you know, as the cover photo, the gold and purple theme sort of thing, you know, just sort of refreshing it, making it look all nice, you know. And the whole reason why SMS Productions went from being like a spacey galaxy theme to now being this fire is because I flogged it off some album cover that I reckon looked good. Forget what album it was, don't know what band it was, but I do know I liked it and I flogged it, and I just, you know, put my logo, removed their thing and put my logo there and went for this fire theme. Fucked if I know what I'm going to do in the next couple of years. I always want to change it up once every year if I can with these sorts of things. Look, I'll be completely honest. I've got no fucking idea what I'm doing. I just go with how I feel. Like if it works, or if I see something, like maybe, you know, I might turn SMS Productions' logo into like a skull thing. Like how cool would that be if I was able to turn the M into a skull and then have like bone S's? You know, if I could make that work like some Punisher shit, that would be awesome. If I could get in touch with like some graphic designer that could make that work for me, that would be, I would definitely fucking appreciate that. I honest to God would. You know, but that's just what this is. It's just me, you know, it can be random talking about random shit like what I'm doing right now. Skew-whiffing off the subject, sidetracking and talking about 100 different other things. That's exactly what this YouTube channel is about. It's not just reviewing things. But it could just be a bunch of random talk shit too. Just if I've got anything on my mind, I could just start talking about it, you know. All nicely and calmly and everything. So, yeah. So look, be that as it may with that, this is the direction that SMS Real Talk mentality is taking. Fresh coat of paint for the millionth time. Going around fucking circles now. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching this update video of SMS Real Talk mentality. And thank you for letting my mentality talk real. And as always, if you're not videoing it, it ain't worth shit. Take care, guys. Mic drop.